Hello everybody, welcome to another tarot reading. My name is Amber and this is Earthy Indigo. I hope that you are doing very well today or tonight or whenever it is that you are tuning in to this reading. Welcome back, returning subscribers, new subscribers. Please do check out the description box below for more information about me, links to my website and social media, and the legal disclaimers. Alright you guys, let's get into this reading. So today I'm looking to get some messages for you, the viewer, wherever you are on your journey in life. Just a little bit of guidance. If you are watching this at the time of upload, we did recently have a pretty chaotic full moon a few days ago, and so I just thought it would be a good idea to do a little bit of an energy check-in on this beautiful Sunday. So we're going to start off with some zodiac signs, just to see what comes through. Now, if I say things like he, she, masculine, feminine, please know I am just talking about energy. I am not talking, holy cannolis, I am not talking about gender. Take the messages that resonate for you, flip it, switch it, reverse it, whatever you gotta do. And if your sign doesn't come up, that's okay. It doesn't mean it's not a reading for you. It just means you didn't need confirmation from these cards. All right, we're going to start off with Saturn. So Saturn does rule, sorry for the glare guys, Saturn does rule Capricorn. We also have the number 19, which would reduce to a 1. Ones would be endings and beginnings, so that could be significant for somebody here. January 19th might be significant as well. And then we have Aquarius with the master number of 11. So that could be somebody's life path number, 11, or the number 1. We also have a 111. Somebody could be seeing 111 a bit recently. That was difficult to say for some reason. We have earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and then the number 26, which would reduce down to an 8. So the month of August could be significant for some. And then we have Leo, which is in August. So somebody here could be an August Leo. Or maybe something significant during the August portion of Leo season. We also have the number 5. Again, that could be a life path number. And then the month of May as well. We have Pluto, which rules Scorpio. We have the number 22. I think 22 is a master number as well. It is 11 twice, so maybe 1111 could be significant for somebody here. 22, maybe 2211. Or 1122 even. But that would reduce down to the number 4, which would be April. Again, life path number 4 as well. And then we have the moon, which rules Capricorn. I also always get Pisces energy with the moon. And then for me, the moon is a celestial representation of the divine feminine. So somebody here could be a divine feminine or standing in their divine feminine energy. We have the number 14, which would reduce down to the number 5, so 55. Sorry if I hit the camera. I am a little close to it. And then we have Uranus, which rules Aquarius. So double Aquarius confirmation for me here with these two showing up. And then we have 20, which would reduce down to the number 2. Again, we have 222, we have 111, numbers in threes. Repeating numbers in threes could be significant for somebody here. Okay, now let's do some signs from the stars. I also have letters and character cards, and then we'll jump into the, what's it called? The tarot. We have rose tattoo on the bottom of the deck, and I'm feeling called to take that one, so let's take that one. Whoops. So somebody could have a rose tattoo, or maybe roses are significant here. What else can we get? Yeah, we have tattoos. Somebody here could definitely have a rose tattoo, or they have a lot of tattoos. Tattoos could be significant. Somebody could be a tattoo artist. If you say the word tattoo enough times, it sounds really fun. And for some reason, I'm getting Peter Pan, like Never Never Land. Maybe somebody's a fan of Peter Pan. That's really interesting to come through. Wow, look, you guys, we have Uranus and Aquarius again. We have that twice. So that for me is definitely double confirmation. Strong Aquarius energy here. And maybe something significant happened for somebody during Aquarius season. Maybe there's something here to do with your Uranus placement, or maybe where Aquarius is for you in your chart. And if you aren't aware of what your natal chart is, there are a lot of various websites out there where you can find that information for free. You will need your time of date and the place that you were born. And then here's tattoos. So that, again, a double confirmation here for me of tattoos. So let me gather the rest of these. We have Mars as well. So that would be Aries energy. Also another, that for me is a celestial representation of the divine masculine. So we have the masculine and the feminine showing up here, which I'm kind of really not surprised, because I was sort of getting an energy of masculine and feminine balancing within. I kind of feel like this could be internal, not necessarily external, although that could definitely be the case for some. But I am feeling that as being more internal, like your internal masculine and feminine energies, that yin and yang energy that we all have within us. And then here is 111. So again, somebody could really be seeing 111. This is, somebody could be having a spiritual awakening right now. We have Virgo. And I do believe that Virgo is in August, which I was picking up on August. So we could have, could be something really significant about the month of August, with Leo and Virgo both coming out here. We have 7/17. So July 17th could be a significant date here. I think that's Cancer energy. 7/17, if you are on the divine partner, twin flame, higher level soulmate, whatever journey you want to call it. I prefer the term divine partner, so that's what I'm going to stick to. That number might be significant for you, so you may want to do your own research on that. And look, y'all, we have Leo. I told you, Leo and Virgo. So very significant here, Leo, Virgo, and Aquarius energy. Okay, so let's get some character cards, and then we'll get some letters, and then move into the tarot. So this could be you, or somebody within your energy. I'm going to stop there because I don't want to get a lot. And I feel like it's kind of going to go towards a lot here. So we have coach. Somebody here could be a coach, or maybe you train somebody. It says train, nurture, develop a plan, encourage, or support. Maybe you are somebody who is very supportive, or you have recently been in a supportive role. Maybe this is something to do with your career, or this is just, maybe this is just your character. Apply that how that resonates for you. Now, for some of you, maybe you are a literal coach, like in sports. Maybe you coach like, I don't know, like children or something. We have civil servants, guardian of public good, public official, administrative duty, and public administration. For some reason, administration just feels like a really weird word for me today, so I don't know why. But somebody could be in some sort of an administrative field. Maybe you deal with like a lot of paperwork or filing. Maybe this has something to do with taxes for somebody. That's very interesting. Okay, let's move on. We have player. Okay, somebody could be dealing with a player energy, or maybe you're a playful person. It says socialite of charm, elegance, expert of romance, and leisurely life. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say, I'm getting a strong Knight of Wands vibes here from, so I don't know if this is you or if this is somebody within your energy, but I'm definitely getting that player Knight of Wands energy from that. So that's very interesting here. We have a writer. You could also be somebody who's very attractive, because this is an attractive person, in my opinion, on this card here. So you could be somebody who's very attractive. This person has light hair, so you could have light hair as well. I can't really tell the eye color, but yeah. Maybe this has something to do with like going out at nighttime too. Interesting. Okay, moving on. We have a writer, weaver of tales, storyteller, crafting, communication, and polishing. So maybe you are a writer of some kind, or maybe you, I don't know, for some of you I'm kind of getting like maybe journaling, like whether like, I don't know whether that's something that you do like in your personal life, or like you're a journalist or something. Maybe you have a blog, or you like share your opinion with writing. And again, with the civil servant here, I'm getting kind of like, you know, this could have something to do with paperwork in some capacity here. And we have researcher too. So maybe this has something to do with something that you're learning. Maybe somebody's taking notes, writing a lot of notes. Could also with the Aquarius energy. Maybe this has something to do with formulating a plan. I'm not really sure. I think you're going to know. It's going to resonate for you. But we have explorer of truth, exploration, study, rigor, and experiments. Maybe somebody is really strong in the scientific field. Maybe like you yourself are like a scientist or a chemist. Very interesting. Somebody here could be in the pharmaceutical industry. We have athlete. And again, we had coach and athlete. So that's, I think, I think those two kind of go hand in hand here. Seeker of vitality, exercise, life, strength, and speed. So yeah, somebody here could be very athletic. Like I said, you could coach some sort of a sport. Okay, let's get some letters and then we'll move on to the tarot. Let's see what comes out here from my nifty little letter bag. There are some in here that are not letters. They are like words or symbols. So we'll find those first. And there are 3 sets of the alphabet, so we could have repeat numbers. We could have repeat letters. So the first one that we have here is family. So this could have something to do with somebody's family. We also have friend. So there could be a friend involved, maybe a family friend. We also have karmic. So somebody could be dealing with a karmic family member or a karmic friend. Maybe karma or karmic energy surrounding that. We have X 3 times. So again, like I'm kind of going back to that, Knight of Wands player energy here with the triple X. This could also be, for some of you, this could have something to do with an ex, or maybe this is like with a karmic friend, family member. Maybe these are estranged, people that you no longer are in contact with. There could be three people in general. You could have them blocked with the X's here. So apply that how that resonates for you. I'm also getting here somebody may have X-ray vision. Getting the name Xavier. Let's see, what else do we have here? I think those are it for the repeat letters. So we have a T. We have an A. A Y. U. I'm getting that Rihanna song, Umbrella. That could be a significant song for somebody here. We have the letter H. I got high. Oh, look, we have an I. So we have high. Maybe somebody wants to say hi. Or maybe you want to say hi. That's cute. It's interesting how they're both blue, too. Blue is the heart chakra. So this could be matters of the heart here. Maybe somebody is learning to be a little bit more open when it comes to their emotions. If you follow me over on Instagram, I did have a post the other day where we were talking about water energy and how that can be that's linked to emotions. We have the letter D here. So that could be significant for somebody here. I'm getting the name Dan with the letter D. Also, if you're watching this, it is Father's Day. If you're a father, happy Father's Day. But with D here and then A, dad. So that, so that could be significant. And then we have family too. So for some of you, maybe this karmic family member is your father or a father. Maybe it's your child's father. Apply that how that resonates for you. O. We have G. So we have go. Oh, I guess we have 2 O's. So we have go. Okay, so let's move on. I'm going to push these up a little bit and let's get some of the tarot cards. See what messages come through here. And I do have more oracle cards after the tarot. So we're going to use the Witch's Tarot today. See what comes through. So first we have the 3 of Pentacles, which is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This can talk about teamwork, collaboration. This could be your actual work, job, things like that. This can also talk about your work being seen by others and being appreciated by others, being recognized by others for some. Okay, and then, oh, sorry, hit the camera. As always, Pentacles talk about the money. Oh, look, King of Swords, Aquarius energy for sure. That's also Gemini and Libra. So that could be significant here. But yeah, somebody could really be an Aquarius. They could also be a masculine. There's this hawk here, and I saw a hawk, I think it was yesterday. There's a couple hawks that have made a nest near my home, and I see them quite frequently. But yesterday was the first time, I think, since they probably have babies, but that I saw both of them at the same time. So that's very interesting, especially with the masculine and the feminine coming out here. There could be some sort of like, maybe there's some communication between the masculine and the feminine, whether again that's internal or external, but it's kind of like maybe for some of you, if this is internal, you're finally starting to, how do I even say this? Like, I guess for lack of a better way, like merge your masculine and feminines. It's almost like your internal masculine and your internal feminine are like meeting each other for the first time. I hope that makes sense. For others of you, if this is external, maybe you are looking to communicate or meeting your counterpart, you know, your external feminine or masculine, however that resonates for you. It could have something to do with work here. I feel like this is something that you've been working on. Now I'm going to run with the internal because that's kind of more of what I'm feeling here. I feel like this is something that you've been working on for a long time. Maybe this is something that was just kind of like, maybe it came to you as an aha moment. There's also something here to do with, again, paperwork. Now this could have something to do with the court systems or with the legal systems, with the King of Swords here. But this is making sure that everything is up to code, that everything is done correctly, that all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted, you know, like it's like it's in its completeness. Very interesting. Let's get some more information here. The Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, this is something that you've been working on for a long time. I feel like this is something that these are seeds that you have planted. You'd planted a while ago, and you've just kind of been patiently waiting for them to manifest. Like I said, like I feel like this is like maybe you've been working for a long time on internal balance, healing something within. It could be your masculine, honestly. For some of you, maybe you had a wounded masculine. Whether you resonate with being a feminine or a masculine doesn't really matter. We all have feminine and masculine within us, and even if like you resonate with being a divine feminine, as I do, you can still have a wounded masculine. You can have a wounded feminine as well. You know, so maybe that's what this is. Maybe this is talking about healing that. And maybe that's where the whole meeting of the feminine and the masculine come in, internally. I feel like for some of you, that's what this is. It's like your internal masculine and feminine have finally met each other. And maybe that's because this masculine energy has been wounded for so long. Interesting. This could definitely have something to do with money, which would make sense because the masculine energy is three-dimensional and money is three-dimensional. It's not something that you take with you into the spirit world. It's only something that is resonant and applicable here on Earth in the 3D realm. So that would make sense. This has something to do with someone's money, or maybe their view on money, or their relationship with money, or stability. I really feel money. Whatever that means for you. I'm saying money is just like a general term, but whatever that means for you. Your career, your dreams, your passion, financial goals, financial independence. Like I said, it could even be your relationship with money. You know? Tell us more. Queen of Cups. Five of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. Yeah, I think that's exactly what this is. Because look, we have the feminine and the masculine showing up now. I think that for some of you, you've shut this masculine energy out. Whether this was internal or not. I'm going to run with the internal, and then we'll go to the external for those that it resonates with, because I feel like for a lot of you this is really internal. There's something here to do with like poor relationship with money. Okay, I'm just going to say that like that. Now, whether this has to do with the way that you grew up, or maybe this has to do with, you know, programming from family, from society, whatever the case may be. There was a poor relationship a disconnect here with money. And for some of you, maybe that created some sort of a blockage on your abundance, especially with the X's coming out here. But I feel like when you cut ties with whatever this karmic energy was, I feel like for some of you, this could be generational healing as well. But you had to heal that masculine part of yourself that was connected to this energy. And maybe you had to learn some truths, or maybe you just had to, for some of you, maybe it was just kind of a sense of paying a little bit more attention, or making sure that things were completed. For some of you, whatever that might mean for you, but I do feel like this is something that you've been working really hard on, and it's something that you're finally starting to reveal to the world. I feel like your feminine side has been really patient and very understanding with the masculine energies within you while you went through this transition. And like I said, I do feel like this is kind of like a coming together of these two, the feminine and the masculine, here with you, for this wish fulfillment now. Whatever that might be for you, which we will pull a card on that. Now, if this is external, then it's kind of like it's kind of similar. For some of you, if this is external, then the masculine energy here has had there's something here to do with finances when it comes with them. And they could have had, karmics that they needed to remove from their lives, or you, if you resonate with being the masculine, however that might resonate for you. And because of this clearing, because of this healing that this masculine has done within themselves, now they're finally able to, have some sort of like a peaceful communication here with the feminine energy to come out of this Five of Pentacles situation here, this being left out in the cold, this blocked energy for wish fulfillment. So what is this wish fulfillment? Let's get a card on the Nine of Cups, please. Okay, yeah, look, we have the King of Cups. That's the counterpart to the Queen of Cups, right? That's this masculine who was in, this this King of Swords energy, which is not a bad energy to be in. I'm not saying anything against that, but it's a little sharp, right? It's a little pointy. It's a little bit defensive. He's literally in armor right now. Like, he's prepared for battle, like there's no getting through that armor. And now look at him. No armor, not defensive, might still be a little bit out, on his island, but he is matching the energy of the feminine. Now they're in synchronicity. Now they're in compatibility. Now they are on the same wavelength. Wavelength, get it? Because they're both in the ocean. That was punny. Okay, and then we have Justice. So Libra energy coming in here. This is justice. This is karma. Whatever happened, there was, I feel like there would, because this masculine energy cut the karmic ties, or whether this was internal or external, it took the masculine energy to cut the karmic ties. It brought about justice. It brought about karmic. Again, there's something here to do with, for some of you, there's something here to do with the court systems or with legality. It has to do with like paperwork, filing paperwork or something like that. I'm not really sure, but making sure everything is done correctly. But this is positive karma, positive justice, positive, retributions, whatever you want, whatever term you want to apply to that, coming back to you for what you have, what you have accomplished, or coming to this connection. It is a divine, it's divine justice. Look at that. We've got the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. There's a masculine. And Aries energy coming out here. It's definitely really strongly having to do with, and then the Magician, and Temperance, and Star. Look at this. Hold up. The Emperor. The Magician, again, masculine energy coming through here. Again, Aquarius energy coming through here. Temperance, we have Sagittarius energy, healing, balance, alchemy. We have the Star, healing, wish fulfillment. Aquarius energy, again, coming out here. We have the High Priest. Okay, again, for me, this is the Hierophant in some texts, but again, this can be the divine masculine. We have Taurus energy coming out here. This is talking about spirituality. This is talking about, sticking with traditions, and then it's followed by the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups. What is it that the King and the Queen of Cups is holding? They're holding the Ace of Cups. I don't know where the King went. Here he is. Look at that. They're both holding that Ace of Cups. Do you see that? That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I really like this. This is beautiful energy here for you guys. For some of you, you know, like there's definitely like love coming in for you, emotional happiness, emotional fulfillment. Let's get a couple of romance oracles. I have twin flame messages, but I'm not going to get those. But let's get a couple of these romance and love oracles, just because there is so much just nice loving energy here. So take this how this resonates for you. Let's just start with, let's just get a couple. So the first one is baggage. Emotional baggage can weigh down relationships. Unpack it. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's exactly what this, you know, masculine energy is doing, or was doing here, was unpacking the baggage. Because, you know, like, it's, you don't want to start a new relationship taking in all of the, you know, baggage, for lack of a better term, from the previous connection or previous connections. And then we have sparks. Keep the sparks flying. Surprise each other with gestures of love. So for some of you, this could be coming in as a surprise. Maybe you run into this person surprisingly. For some of you here with the sparks, I'm getting fireworks. So there could be something here to do with, like, maybe when you see this person, it's like there's fireworks, or maybe there's literally fireworks around you when you meet this person. So take that how that resonates for you. Okay, let's get an animal oracle and see what the animal spirit world has to say. So we have peacock. And it says vibrancy. You are born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life and more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. Yes, I love that. That's a beautiful card. All right, let's get a light worker message for the light workers in the house. I'm pretty sure that went right behind the desk. Yeah. All right, let me grab the one that went on the floor. Okay, so the one that was on the floor says break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. This is generational healing for some of you. Cutting ties with karmic family members, cutting ties with karmic friends. This is generational healing. For some of you, this has to do with cutting ties with generational programming even, or as well. So take that how that resonates for you. But yeah, I'm getting the devil card as well. Capricorn energy with that coming through. But yeah, there could have been something for some of you. There could have been something like, I don't know, maybe a little bit codependent or even addictive. There could have been some something obsessive as well. Very toxic. I'm just getting that with these karmics that you cut ties with. And again, like there could be 3 at least with the 3 exes that we had come out. And then next we have protection, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. So for some of you, maybe you are in the middle of cutting ties with these people. So take that how that resonates for you. Call back your power. Yeah, if you don't know what that means, I do suggest doing your own research. Please follow your intuition and take what resonates for you, resonates with you. There is a lot of information out on the internet that is not beneficial. So please, use your intuition, use your discretion when researching anything. That's just my little 2 cents. Next we have Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Yeah, exactly. And I feel like for some of you, that's because you are literally breaking these generational curses, for lack of a better term. Like you are the one that your ancestors have been waiting for, because you were the one who is destined to break these chains. Break the chains right here. For some of you, maybe you have an ancestor or 2 that is a spirit guide. For others of you may resonate with being an earth angel. And again, strong earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn coming out. So let's get an angel number. Okay. Keep them on the desk though, please. Let's see where that one went. Okay. The one on the ground was 1515. It says the big break. Innovation, focus, creation, progress, forward movement, skills, and goals. An opportunity, help, extra cash, or other support is coming your way. So keep going and have fun when performing your tasks. The most tremendous success comes from passion. All efforts will be rewarded big time. Nice. Pardon me. All right, next we have 6666. Great blessings. Self-love, boundaries, needs, good vibes, wisdom, understanding, and letting go. Nurture yourself, your needs, desires, and boundaries. Let go of things that are weighing you down. Make space for something meaningful and expand your spirit to all areas of your life. That big love, opportunity, or job needs to squeeze in somewhere. All right, and then last but never least is messages from the universe. If it will focus, whatever. Thank you all very much for taking time out of your day to hang out here with me. I do hope these messages were helpful and they resonated. They brought you the clarity and confirmation you were looking for, if that is what you were looking for. If you were here just hanging out, then I hope you had fun. Thank you for hanging out. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Not only does that help the channel's growth, but it also helps the messages get out to more people who may need to hear them as well. And as always, thank you all very much for all of your love and support. I wouldn't be able to do any of this without any of you guys. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. All right, we have 2 messages here, so let's get into these and then we can go on with our days. This says, release old doubts and fears. You are currently undergoing changes that are necessary. Yes, I agree with that. This is, well, you know who this is for. I don't need to say that anymore. They are changes that have been long awaited. Leave the past where it belongs, in the past. Trust that everything will fall into place for you in divine timing. Beautiful, beautiful message. And then finally we have, this is your validation that things are finally beginning to work out for you. Get ready for unexpected breakthroughs, good news, and plot twists. Blessings are coming. Yes, beautiful. I love that. Blessings are definitely coming. Thank you all very much for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful day or night or whenever it was you were watching this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.